If you could enlarge one thing about your body, what would you embiggen? Conversely, if you could ensmallen one thing about your body, what would you debigulate? I would enlarge my penis to a full 2 inches, and shrink my stomach so I can see it. Smart. Bigger boobs but not by much. Smaller nose, but never really felt like I had a particularly big one. I just am jealous of all the pretty actresses with cute noses. When comparing one's self to another, you will always find a problem because you are always looking for one. Yep, I know. I try to focus on bettering myself and comparing myself to myself in reasonable ways like fitness goals. Just kinda fall into it sometimes when I am not careful to manage my mental health. Smaller boobs. That's it. Bigger hips, smaller waist. Pretty much the biggest barrier to transitioning in my mind. I would smalificate my weight by about 30 pounds. I would want to lose fat also. Smaller ears and bigger boobs, like triple Zs. I figure they'll make good conversation starters, since I'm a guy. Bob Paulson? Is this a first rule about reference? I'd make my right leg the size of an elephant. Uncomfortable? Yeah. But I'd join a circus and make bank and then buy tons and tons of Fritos. You're thinking about the future on this one, dude. Nice. Enlarge my penis, shrink my adipose tissue. Life pro tip: if you lose adipose tissue, your penis will appear larger. Enlarge my boobs and shrink my height. I would want the opposite, but then again I'm a guy. Cheekbones. I'm lacking facial definition. Username fits. I what enlarge my brain. Same. This might seem weird to some, but I would like to smallen my boobs. They're not big by any means, but I used to be pretty flat. Since I've gotten older, I've gained a little weight, not a lot but enough that it affected my body some. I didn't mind so much until my boobs got bigger. Teasing from my high school friends be damned, having tiny titties is way more comfortable. I would also like to ensmallen my boobs. I measured myself for Abrath outfits and got 36 ff. Unfortunately, Mother Nature saw fit to model me after the radish spirit. Shrink my nipples, enlarge my hair. I'ma sell that shit for a few grand. Wouldn't it be fucked up if it was like a monkey's paw type shit and your hair increased in all dimensions everywhere on your body? Bro, they don't have to tell where the hair is from. They can sell armpit hair and pubes. If someone asks where you got the hair, give an obscure answer. I've never thought about it, but I think it's a perfectly cromulent question. Large dick, small balls. Shrink? Probably my stomach. Way too much fat. Don't shrink the fat, make everything bigger until it looks to fit. I'd probably increase my height. Being not quite 5 feet 8 inches isn't horrible, but I'd rather be a more average height, so maybe 5 feet 10 inches to 6 feet 0 inches. For shrinking something, I'm gonna say my pores, which can be rather large and noticeable. I'd shrink my tonsils to nothingness. Make sure to clean them first, though. I would make my skull smaller and my brain larger so I can finally fucking die. I also choose this guy's response. Enlarge my penis, shrink my tits. Same, that and shrink my gut. I would just scale up the whole thing and debigulate my ego. Debigulate is now my new favorite not real word. Also, I like myself the way I am. I wouldn't change anything. Sounds like a fat ass lie. Big balls to tell it, though. I would enlarge my feet. I am a 5 feet 7, nearly 40-year-old man with tiny little baby feet. I wear size 5s. Have you ever seen men's size 5s in a store? No shit you haven't, cause no one fucking sells them. I either have to custom order them or just deal with bigger shoes which are horrible for my feet. Buy kids/women's shoes, do you say? Well, kids and women's feet aren't wide or tall like my feet, so I need men's proportions, just really fucking small. I'm a woman and have size 7, very narrow feet. It's extremely difficult for me to find shoes that fit. Big old dick, little ass. Enlarge my femur so I'm taller, and ensmallen my boobs, so I can wear those cute tops and dresses without looking like I'm working a corner. Embiggen my right eye and debigulate my left eye. Just for the lulz. Body? IDK, but after reading this I must embiggen my vocabule. I would increase the size of 2 of my hairs to about ½ inch in radius on either side of my head so I can grow shape cut and regrow horns. Say one thing. Congrats, you're now a unicorn. Solid question. Embiggen muscles, in smaller and belly. Same. I'd make myself tall enough to where people don't feel the need to use my head as an armrest, and I'd shrink my thighs because quarantine really did me dirty with all the extra weight I put on.